What's up, you beautiful, wonderful nerd, you? This is Shin the Hero, aka Whoa, welcoming you to the N.W.A, the Nerds with Attitude. This is a place where we have nerdy discussions, debates, reviews, and a podcast setting where we talk about nerd stuff. We mainly focus on animation and video game stuff, whether it's popular, underrated, niche, old, and everything else in between. We will be putting our 2 cents in. You better believe it. Quick warning. There is coarse language from time to time, and we will spoil any and everything. You have been warned. Now, please, enjoy the show. The eight Ninja Turtle movies. We are including the 2 ones that were released in DVD format, which is Batman vs. Ninja Turtles and the Turtles Forever. So we count those as movies, so we're putting it on our list. F you, fight me.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Today we are, it's the original crew. I got Hot Pockets over here, Noah.
What's happening?
Then we got Lean Cuisine, Isaac.
I can't believe you went with it. Hello, everybody.
And I am Shin the Hero, aka Walt. All right.
You gotta have a food name.
I gotta have a food name.
Totino's.
Totino's, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's bad. I was gonna say nuggets. Like
Pizza roll. Pizza roll.
God, you ruined it.
No, I ruined it. Oh, my bad. All right. So how we're gonna do this? How we're doing this is episode 2. Remember, episode 2. How we're doing this is we're gonna go with our bottom 2, then so on and so forth, and I'm gonna swing it to each and other my cohorts over here. So we're gonna start with, because I'm interested in Noah's, but I'm more interested in Isaac's. So we're gonna go with Isaac's bottom 2. You're
well, dang,
8
forget
and
me.
7. You're 8 and 7.
Am I that controversial?
I don't know if you'll be as controversial as Noah, but I'm just interested, because I was like, man, because we kind of got like the same taste, but I don't know. I'm interested. So, what is your 8 and 7?
All right, my 8. I know, my 8 is Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I can't. I'm telling you, I can't stand that movie. I really can't for some reason. I know everybody loves it. Look, everybody loves it because of shoot, what was the guy?
Kino?
Vanilla Ice and his
Vanilla
song.
Ice?
That's not why I like it.
That is not why I love that movie.
That's not what I did.
Well, I mean,
that hurt.
barring you guys, I know a lot of people love it because of that song, and that song is iconic, but I can't stand Tokar and Razar. Super Shredder is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life.
He's in the game.
And I think the only part I actually like about that movie is the beginning where they're fighting those guys in like the mall, and the pizza delivery guy gets thrown into like a pile of, what was it? He got thrown in a trash can or something. I can't remember.
Trash can.
Yeah.
God, that hurt
Oh yeah,
me.
no wonder he went
I'm
first.
so sorry.
What's your 7?
And my 7 is TMNT 2014, the first Bayformers movie.
Okay, that's my 7 too.
Okay, there you go.
Oh.
That was just weird. I wasn't a huge. Well, I can't really say I wasn't a huge fan of their designs, because the other, like Out of Shadows, is way high up in the list. So
they grew. Their design.
It was really weird. It was just like, I don't. frankly, I think Megan Fox was thrown in that movie for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, she was really in there for sex appeal. That's it.
She looks nothing like April O'Neil,
Nope.
they tried to come up with some way to fix that with giving her a yellow jacket. And I was like, yeah, that's not you're not really doing anything.
She ain't even that fine either.
And Shredder looked like a giant kitchen knife display. I was like,
I mean,
okay. Yeah. So those are that's my 7 and 8.
So you put the 2014 over Secret of the Ooze.
Yep.
oh my gosh, I'm not with that at all.
I told you I was going to be controversial this time.
Oh man.
I came here to ruffle some feathers, man.
Oh, you ruffle. Whoa. Oh, I almost kicked you out the call for this.
Holy crap!
Oh,
And now I'm going to sip my tea very casually as I watch the world burn.
oh man. Oh. Noah, go ahead.
I'm good. Me to go? Okay, I'll go. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. But my number 8 is Out of the Shadows.
That's Warrant. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
That's actually my number 6, but yeah, that's I get that. I get it.
I thought the movie was terrible.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, I mean, you're not the only person in the world who thinks Out of the Shadows was bad.
Like, I thought it was
I enjoyed it. Like I said, I like Out of the Shadows.
trash.
I like Out of the Shadows because it felt like the cartoon. It really did. It felt like the cartoon while I was watching that in theater. While I was in the theater, I felt like a little kid watching Out of the Shadows.
Noah,
What's up?
it's my number 3.
What?
Out of the Shadows was trash.
Oh, and over Secret of the
Yep.
What is your number 7, Noah?
Ninja Turtles 3. The
All right.
1993 version.
All right, that is actually my number 8. And so I guess we can go into the Ninja Turtles 3 1993 version. Like the reason why it's my number 8 is just bad. It was like it doesn't even feel like it's connected to the other two. The first two, the puppets, they look it's not even by Jim Henson, it's by a different
Because he died.
Yeah. But
okay.
It's not by his company. It's not by his company. It's the story don't really make sense or whatnot, and like the original plot for 3 was totally different. It was totally different. The original plot for 3.
What was the original plot?
Like the plot for 3 was they were going to introduce a 5th turtle, and I think it was going to be Slash. And
Slash?
Yeah, he's quote unquote the 5th turtle, and he's more rugged. He was like a bounty hunter, basically. But they was going to do that. And then you're gonna turn out he was actually the Shredder. It was something. It was real weird, and they was gonna go out in space and stuff like that. Like, if you read the comics, you understand where this is. But like, I just I don't personally like 3. It's boring. 3 is the boring out of all of it, most boring. And 3 is the one that I've only seen 3 like twice in my whole entire life.
Really? I've seen 3 like a lot.
I used to have the cassette tape.
I still got the cassette tape.
The VHS tape, and I burnt that thing.
Oh my god. He was one of those problem children. Okay, that's fine.
I hated 3 with a passion.
I still think Out of the Shadows is still the worst piece of garbage.
But in 3 too, Michelangelo was going to actually have his own plot too, but not with the time thing. Michelangelo was going to be the focus of 3, and there was a couple of scripts, but the one that I'm talking about right now is he was actually going to leave his brothers and join the Foot to try to find himself. It was going to be a lot more serious because they were going to try to go back to the 1999 version. It was going to be a lot more serious and a little bit more darker. And you're gonna
be down for that.
But it was going to be Mikey because when everybody sees Mikey, he's the party dude like in the song.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
But I like that way over Out of the Shadows. And my number 7 is the 2014.
Yeah.
Like when I first heard about what Michael Bay was about to do with them, like they was gonna come from space.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be aliens.
I remember that.
I was a part of those guys who was like, "No, dog, you can't do that."
This ain't the
I was
move.
one of those Bonnie fanboys because it doesn't make sense. If the ooze came from space, yeah, sure, but the turtles are supposed to be Earth. In every iteration, they're on Earth and they get hit by some kind of ooze to become mutant. You don't get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles if they come there and they're aliens. You get tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. That's what you get.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean,
was that off the top of your head, or is that a thing?
That is a thing.
You're lying.
I am not lying. It is a thing in the 90s, early 90s, back in the time where the Power Ranger boom was happening. So people would start bringing out a bunch of shows to try to copy and go off of the Power Rangers. So
what is this?
Yes.
What is this?
So tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills is a thing. And then you had superhuman samurai cyber squad, the Mystic Knights of Terranog. You had though VR troopers. That's what you got. But yeah, it's not good. But fun fact: the black guy that's in the tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills, he's also the black guy in Walker Texture Ranger.
Okay, I think we're getting off topic.
We are getting off topic.
What are these costs? Oh my God.
Dog, again, Isaac, give me your number 6 and 5.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so distracted now. This is horrible looking.
Isaac, all right, yeah, let's we'll get off 2014. Let's move this along. We'll go on our 6 and 5. We'll go at Noah first with 6 and 5.
My 6 and okay. My number 6 is the 2014 movie.
Really?
Yeah. And then my number 5 is the TMNT, the animated one.
Really?
Movie. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I like it. It was just, I thought the story was kind of whack.
It has so much potential.
Yeah, it did. I think the story was just not that
I
good.
really like the story. I did. I'll save that for later.
I think the story was whack.
That is
the best part was when Raphael was whooping Leonardo's ass.
Oh my God.
The best part of the movie.
Look. Leo bodied Raph when he was in his bodysuit, his Night Watcher.
Cause he was
round
trying to
one.
He wasn't fighting as Raphael. He was fighting as the Knight Rider.
He was still fighting as Raph because
no, he wasn't. He was fighting as the Knight Rider because that's what he was.
The Night Watcher guy.
Night Rider, Night Watcher.
he fights like Raph. He does fight like Raph. But he wasn't using his size. That's the only thing. He wasn't using his size.
Because he was fighting as the Night Watcher. Right.
Yeah, he was still fighting as Raph, though.
No, he was fighting as the Knight Rider. And then when he wasn't fighting as that guy no more, when he was fighting as Raph, Leonardo, ass whooping.
I literally just watched this movie.
I don't care.
I just watched this movie.
Why are you telling me this?
He was fighting.
Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this?
When they first fight, because the first round, he's fighting as the Night Watcher. He has his little helmet.
And that's why Leonardo won.
Fighting as Raph, and he is also fighting to win. He's fighting to win
as trying Raphael. To win as the Night Rider, and then he lost.
No, he's not.
And then Raphael came and won. I don't want to hear it. Isaac, what's your number 5, 6, and 5?
Wait, I honestly kind of agree with you, Noah, because he Raph the whole time. When he had his helmet on, he was fighting with the chains. And he was trying to keep up appearance.
He just changed a weapon. That's all.
Well, that's the main thing. You know, as soon as he pulls out the size, then he's Raph, and Raph kicks more tail than Night Watcher ever did.
Exactly.
Because in the beginning of the movie, he was fighting as Raph. In the beginning of the movie, especially when he runs into Casey, he was fighting as Raph. He just had the Night Watcher on, and Casey was like, "I know who you are. It's Raph," because it's obvious. It was basically obvious.
Okay,
the only reason why Leonardo didn't know is he was in Africa the entire time.
That has nothing to do though when they fought each other.
And when they fought, as the Night Rider. This is like my knowledge of the a bit deeper than y'all. There's in the comics and in the cartoons, many of the iterations of the cartoons, where they change weapons multiple times and they fight with different weapons. Even in the comics, Raph fights with that chain thing. He didn't have his size in the beginning. When I see that when he was fighting against Leonardo versus with the chain thing, all he did differently. He has a different weapon. That's it. He was still trying to fight as Raph because he was still trying to beat Leonardo as this Night Watcher guy. But everybody else knew who he was, but Leonardo. When he fights with his size, he doesn't quote unquote beat Leonardo's ass, because at that point, once Leonardo already fired him up, so he was already mad. And they were both basically at the even. They were both even. When they clash, and when Leo gets his swords break, the moment they clash, Leo holds up. I can show the video clip thing. Leo holds up. At that point, Leo gave up. He didn't continue fighting. And then when Raph breaks his swords and then trips Leo and then tries to stab him down to the ground. Because that's when his rage kicked in. At the point when they clash, Leo gives up. So I can't sit here and be like, yeah, Raph beat Leo. Even though I'm not even saying, I'm trying to take my bias out the way. Because it's not that Leo lost the fight. He gave up because he let up. If Leo continued on, I don't even think his swords would have broke. Is Raph the strongest out of the four? Do I believe Raph is stronger out of the four? Yes. Is he the best fighter out of the four? No, I don't think he is the best fighter out of the four. And I'm not even saying Leonardo is the best fighter out of the four. I actually think Donatello is the best fighter out of the four.
I agree.
Okay, but listen.
That's just from
Leonardo
what I know.
Up. He lost. He did not ease up or nothing. He lost.
Yes, he did.
He was feeling the pure power from Raphael.
No, he was not.
Clashed. That's why he looked down at his swords, and that's when Raphael broke his sword.
No, when the moment they clashed,
I'm done.
They.
Isaac, you're 6 and 5.
Okay, my 6 is TMNT 3, the Turtles in Time.
Okay. Turtles in Time? It is called Turtles in Time, is it?
Right?
Well,
No.
no.
Yeah, Turtles in Time.
Okay.
And then my number 5 is Turtles Forever.
Oh
That's
my
actually
God.
my number 5 too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your number 5?
I got Turtles Forever is my number 5.
I can't believe it. You guys are crazy. Turtles.
But I'm still tripping on the fact. Besides the Leonardo versus Raphael, because everybody can have that time. Even though you're both was wrong. But I'm still tripping on the fact that Secret of the Ooze is down as far as it is.
I can't believe Turtles Forever.
You put 3 as your 6?
Yes. Look,
Why?
honestly, you know what's actually really weird? TM3 Turtles in Time was the first Ninja Turtles movie I ever saw.
Really?
And I don't know how it got to be that way, because like before I saw that, I watched the 2003 TV show of it, and then
The animated one?
yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking.
And then I ended up finding finding out there were movies. And I was like, well, which one should I watch? And I saw them in like samurai armor. I was like, oh, I have to watch that one. So I watched it, and I was like, this. Back then, I thought it was great. Now, I think it's really campy and cheesy, but I really enjoy it.
I actually really enjoyed 3 too, but just to rank them, it's not that good. But
I didn't enjoy it.
It's definitely not top 5.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, mine's.
Yeah, it's not top 5. But any sane person, any sane turtles, it's not top 5. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess I'll go because I think Noah already did his 6 and 5. Yeah, my 6 is Out of the Shadows. Out of the Shadows. And then my 5 is like Turtles Forever. I mean, I already had said my piece on Out of the Shadows. I mean,
What's wrong? Why is Turtles Forever number 5 for y'all?
Well, the reason why Turtles 5 is for me, my top 4 are better than Turtles Forever for me. And the thing about Turtles Forever, granted, the 2003 Turtles are cool and everything, and I did have that nostalgia boner for when the 87 Turtles came up. However, if they had the original voice actors like they did in the crossover they did with the 2012 Turtles, if they had the original voice actors for the 87 Turtles, and then if they crossed over with like one more team of turtles, like maybe the TMNT Turtles or something from the movies, or the Japanese Turtles. If they had one more Turtles thing, it might be higher. But like once you got up to the Mirage, once they got up when Shredder, basically the 2003 Shredder lost his mind when he saw as many freaking turtles as it was, and you finally get to the Mirage Turtles, I didn't really necessarily like the Mirage Turtles either. And the whole thing feels like it doesn't feel like it feels like a long episode of the 2003 Turtles. That's why the Turtles Forever thing too. It just feels like a long episode. And it feels like one of their sillier episodes. Like when the 87 Turtles actually cross paths and I guess quote unquote fight, and then you see the 87 Turtles are not using their weapons to fight like the other guys, and you see the difference. Like the 2003 Turtles are freaking huge compared to them. And then like I will never forget that when they fight the purple dragons and Han is there and Raph looks to the side and he's looking to the audience and he breaks the fourth wall. I was like, yeah, and this is this. And then Han picks him up and is like, who are you talking to? I'll never forget that. That's funny. I mean, it has some funny moments, but it just felt like it felt like an hour and a half episode of the 2003 Turtles to me. It even though it's a movie, it didn't feel like a movie.
Yeah.
But I still like it over.
That was the point, though. It's all about the TV show crossovers. It's supposed to feel like a. It's supposed to feel like a show in the movie, though. That was the. They did it on purpose.
Well, I don't. It feels more like a special to me, but because like, for instance, there are there's an arc where they put it as a TV movie. There's an arc in the 2003 Turtles. It's the Battle Nexus, and then Battle Nexus, and then there's I think it's the one when Shredder shows up the first time and he beats up Leonardo, throws him through the window. It's that too. Those times when they did the TV specials for that, those felt more like movies to me than the Turtles Forever. I still like Turtles Forever over Out of the Shadows, the 2014 Turtles, and the 1993 Turtles, the Turtles in Time. I still like that over it. I still view that over, but it can't for me. It can't go up higher. It can't go any higher than where it is right now. Mm-hmm. And I also haven't seen Turtles Forever in a minute. But and it only really the Turtles Forever only really hit for me is nostalgia. If anything, it's nostalgia.
Wasn't that the point? That's the point, though.
I don't know.
That's the point. That's what they was going for.
I mean, for the '87 Turtles, yeah.
With the crossover, even for the 2003 Turtles, they wasn't doing that show no more when the movie came.
That is technically the last episode of the 2003. Because at the time, you remember in the 2003, you have the 2003, the TMNT basically, and then they get sent to the future. Fast forward, then they come back to the sewers, and after back to the sewers, then they have the Turtles Forever thing. It's all in one little type thing. I mean, it had a good run and everything. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know about I know a lot of people like the '87 Turtles being shown up. That was great, but like that's the only thing I can really give it is nostalgia. It is really just nostalgia, and it also for me it wasn't really nothing new for me because they did it in the comic. They did a crossover similar to that in the comic, so it wasn't nothing. It wasn't something I didn't see per se.
Goddamn nerd. Okay. Who's going next? Me?
I could do my 3 and 4. So
okay,
my number 4 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze, 1991.
That's your number 4? Oh my god.
That's my number 4. That's my number 4.
I see why you're so mad now.
Oh man, it hurt. Like it was I'm not gonna lie, my top 4 were to put in order for me. They were hard because at first Secret of the Ooze was my number 1.
That was your number 1?
Yeah, Secret of the Ooze was my number 1.
Oh wow.
But okay. I had to think about it for a little bit, and if I didn't rewatch my number 1 and my number 3, which is my number 3 is Batman versus the Ninja Turtle, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Okay, that's my number 3 too, actually.
So if I didn't rewatch those, Secret of the Ooze would probably have been my number 1. It probably would just been my default because I love Secret of the Ooze.
Why do you love it so much?
I love Secret of the Ooze. Secret of the Ooze, like I said about Out of the Shadows, the Secret of the Ooze is the what happened when the original one came out, and when parents saw, because I remember going to the theaters to see that 1990 Turtles, but when parents saw it, they said it was too dark and all that. They was using their weapons, so Secret of the Ooze became out. And if you've ever noticed watching Secret of the Ooze, they never really use their weapons. Yeah,
that was the thing, right?
They never really use their weapons, and they act more like the '87 cartoon Turtles. And at that time, I'm all about the '87 cartoon Turtles.
We get
not the Red Sky Turtles, because we ain't talking about that. That's season like 8, I want to say, or season 6. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the hokiness, the craziness. That's what I'm talking. And I like Kino, like Ernie Raines Jr. Rest in peace, rest his soul, and him and the Surf Ninjas and everything. I like Kino. I like that other human aspect of Kino. Like Kino could go 1-on-1 with the turtles if he could.
No, I don't know about that.
He was. I wouldn't say he was as skilled, but he was just as good as at least your average foot. He was better than what's his name? Was Bobo the second in command with Shredder?
Bobo sounds right, actually.
Bobo?
Was it Bo
in the movies?
Yeah. I can't remember the guy who was like Ninja Vanish.
The bald Japanese guy.
Yeah,
his name wasn't Bobo.
Was it? I can't remember. Obo? Was it Obo?
I don't know. Did he?
I know he had a name. I can't think of his name.
Oh, right. Handy Dandy Google will tell me his name.
I can't think of his name. But I actually like Toka and Razor. I like Toka and Razor.
God.
I rather wanted it to be Bebop and Rocksteady, but I get why they did Toka and Razor. I like Toka and Razor. I like when they fight the second time when they fight Toka or Razor and they get them to eat the donuts. Num num. They eat the num num. Like I could quote Secret of the Ooze.
His name is Tetsu.
Tetsu, that's his name.
Oh,
Bobo.
You know who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Ra's al Ghul's attendant. I was thinking of him.
Bobo.
Yeah, I don't know why Bobo came out. Obo. Anyway, I was nowhere close. We were nowhere close.
Tetsu. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be able to watch that movie and not listen to him called Bobo.
It would have been way better if it's saying.
I just want to hear Shredder say Bobo. Once in my life, I want to hear that.
Bobo.
And I also like the things that Isaac said. I like Super Shredder. Super Shredder was cool. Like the moment when Kino runs in and flips on the stage and kicks the canister of ooze out of his hands, he's like, I can take him. Let's go. And then I like, you find out the origin of the turtles, quote unquote, where the ooze itself came from with the professor who was hinted at to be Baxter Stockman. The only thing Secret of Ooze was missing was Casey. That's the only thing Secret of Ooze was missing. But,
oh yeah, he was not in that movie.
No, but I like the fact when Kino and Raph, they team up and Raph sends Kino to be a foot soldier to join the foot, and Kino goes in and beats up all those dudes, and then Raph saves him when he does the smoke bomb to get all the bells off. That was smooth, man. Like the movie itself, it felt like live action 87 Turtles to me. It felt like live action 87 Turtles. That's why I like Secret of the Ooze.
I can understand.
Batman versus Ninja Turtles. Batman versus Ninja Turtles. That was two of my childhood favorite things put together, and I love.
So it was nostalgia for you.
I love that. I wouldn't say it was nostalgia because I actually read the comic series. And I was excited and the comic series was so good. And I was excited when I found out that Batman versus Ninja Turtles was going to happen as an animated feature. I wouldn't say that was nostalgia thing. That was only because I read the comic. It is two of my favorite things put together. Just like when the Power Rangers and Justice League comic series was crossover. But that's another discussion for another thing. Or Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles when they crossed over in Power Rangers in Space. That was pretty hype too. But I would.
Oh my god.
The Batman versus Ninja Turtle thing. I wouldn't say it was nostalgia, but the movie itself was really good. It was dark. It was dark in places when it needed to be dark. It was campy when it needed to be campy. But that scene when the Ninja Turtles and Batman first meet, and Batman drops all 4 turtles.
Yep.
That I was giddy like a schoolgirl when that happened. I was like, "Yeah, he's Batman. Take these turtles."
How did you feel that Batman lost to the Shredder?
Shredder, I was highly upset because first off, Shredder used this made-up move from One Piece. He used this made-up move from One Piece, and I was like, "Oh, so you can't take Batman head to head? So you had to use this made-up kill move to take out Batman." I see you, Shredder. You afraid of him too. I got you. But the biggest thing, the other thing one thing that it was missing because it was in the comics. Splinter should have been there. And like Splinter and Batman actually sparred, but you don't know who wins. But Batman has all the respect in the world for Splinter. He does have all the respect for Splinter. But Splinter was there, and I don't necessarily like how they mesh the worlds together, because in the comic book, they came from a different dimension. It was a different dimension.
Right.
They entered Batman's dimension, and but in the movie, they already existed. They just lived in New York, and they thought Batman was a myth and everything. But I really loved the movie. And you saw blood. It was for an adult Turtles fan basically. And then you throw in Batman, and then they had Damian in there. I hate Damian with passion.
I can't stand Damian.
Yeah, I hate Damian. But he's like
the son of Batman.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So?
Oh, okay. I don't really care for him either.
But I'll just stop me gushing over. I hear everybody else things over Batman versus Ninja Turtles, since it was Noah's number 3 too.
The only thing I did not like about it was Donatello's head was like weird, man. I did not like the way they did his head. That's it though. It was a perfect movie. I just didn't like the way.
Well, they were trying to make it off of. They were supposed to be different type of turtles, because I think Raph is a snapping turtle.
I got that. It's just I just like the way his head looked.
I mean, the turtles. I actually like the character concepts for the turtles. I do agree with you. Donatello did look off. He did look off to me.
Yeah, that was it though. Everything else, I think it was a perfect movie. Yeah, I don't got no complaints. Oh, yes, I do. When Batman and Shredder fought the second time,
yeah,
and Raphael had to help Batman, was they saying Shredder is just better than Batman? Is that what they were saying?
Well, at that point, Batman was still hurt.
I guess.
Yeah, Batman was still hurt from that One Piece King's attack that he hit him with earlier. He was still hurt on that. But like, if you remember, like the moment when Shredder got his mask got knocked off, Batman started going to work. Like Raph was there for a little bit, but Batman was started to go to work. The thing that I didn't personally say, and I'm a Leonardo fanboy, not gonna lie, Leonardo is my favorite turtle. He is my favorite turtle. But the thing that I didn't like is Leonardo versus Raish. I didn't like how Leonardo just straight up bodied Raish.
Yeah, that's weird.
He didn't leave.
He straight up bodied Raish.
He didn't body him. He had to kick him in the nuts to win. He lost. And then he did the nigga move, kick him in the nuts. Okay, first of all, let's get this established. Ninja Turtles are black because they're green. Just like Piccolo's black because he's green. Okay, I just had to say that. Cut that up too. Okay. Isaac, your number 4 and 3? Oh, we know you're number 3. What's your number 4? Just 4 and 3, Isaac. 4 and 3.
And look, honestly, my number 3 would have been Batman versus the Ninja Turtles, but I know both of you had that one as your number 3. I personally don't like the art style in that movie. Coming from an artist, I can't stand the art style in that movie, which bumped it to number 4 for me.
I mean, I like the art. The only other thing, also the thing that could have made that movie my number 1, if Batman was voiced by Kevin. If he was
That's
voiced
really
by
a big.
Kevin Conroy.
Is that really a big thing for you, the voices and stuff?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
I have my at least for me, voice acting wise, a big thing, a make or break any type of animation thing, or if it's like a Batman thing, the voices really matter to me. And I like the Turtles' voices, but I didn't like how Leonardo sounded, and I didn't like how Donatello sounded.
They all sounded fine to me. I didn't. Oh, and one thing I didn't like about the Batman and Ninja Turtles, Joker's chin was like huge, like it was Crimson Chin huge. I was like, holy hell! That was it. That's it. His chin was amazing. Don't just Google it. I swear to God, his chin. It was on a whole nother level of chin.
Isaac, what's your 4 again? Your 4 is Batman versus Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Okay. And
my 3 is Out of the Shadows.
Yeah. Why? Enlighten us.
That's kind of high.
Okay, so I didn't really like the first Bay Turtles movie.
I didn't either. I get you on that.
And
I
then
thought it was better than the Shadows, but okay.
And then I watched Out of the Shadows, and I was like, this, like you said, this movie feels like an episode of the '87 Turtles. It's a lot. It's so much fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. Like, I mean,
okay, but
Bebop and Rocksteady had a tank in a river. You know, that's some campy, ridiculous stuff. And it's like
it's
so much fun to watch.
Okay, it doesn't make sense.
And then we had the real Shredder.
Yes, the real Shredder showed up. Krang looked pretty ridiculous. He looked also disgusting, like a piece of chewed up gum.
Did you guys like? Oh, okay. Here's the problem with Out of the Shadows. The way they met Casey Jones, how the Turtles just revealed themselves to Casey Jones, was weird to me. Like,
really?
Yeah, because think April wasn't in no danger when she was. It was just Casey and April. She wasn't in no danger.
The ninjas were there at the point. The foot was
no, they
there.
wasn't. The Turtles literally just revealed themselves.
Well,
they showed up because they thought Casey was trying to.
But if they was real ninjas and like actually surveyed the situation, they would have noticed April wasn't in danger. They just revealed themselves. I think it was poor writing because this is Casey Jones, so the Turtles can just reveal themselves. It's not a big deal. That's what it seemed like. That's what it was.
I didn't get that. What I saw, because when Casey shows up, he saves April from the ninjas. He saves them from the foot, and then because at that time, because if I remember correctly, at the time they were trying to get something. It was like a drive or something like that, and April had the drive at the time. April had the drive, and the foot was chasing her. Casey shows up, does his vigilante thing, and he still had the mask on. And then I don't think all 4 just showed up. One of them showed up when Casey showed up, and then the other showed up, and then it's just, I guess I get what you said.
It was bad.
They revealed themselves to him.
Because if they thought April was in danger, they just would have attacked. They wanted to because they revealed themselves and just started talking. It was bad writing. It was terrible. The whole movie.
I'm literally about to put the movie on and look at that scene to make sure what's happening.
The whole movie bad with all the little the Hollywood cameos. It was just bad. They revealed themselves to the city in the end.
Yeah,
they're not even ninjas no more.
Whole point.
They don't even gotta walk. They can just walk around in New York City.
The whole point of the movie is called Out of the Shadows.
That makes them not. They don't have to be ninjas no more. Then
I mean, they're still
Teenage
ninjas.
Mutant Turtles now.
They're still ninjas. They're still
Teenage
ninjas.
Mutant Turtles.
They're still ninjas.
Trash.
They're still ninjas because they were taught by Splinter, who I don't like how Splinter learned Jitsu, but they're still ninjas. The only reason why you get the ninja thing, you thinking they need to hide themselves, was because Splinter didn't want them to go up to the surface. Yeah, that's the only reason.
But if you think about it, it defeats their purpose of staying in the shadows. It defeats the whole purpose of them being ninjas.
The movie is called Out of the Shadows,
and it was a bad movie. That's why it's my number 8. It was bad.
That's not why. That's not. I wouldn't say that's why it would be called a bad movie, because it's called Out of the Shadows. It doesn't defeat the purpose of being a ninja. The only reason Splinter told them not to go up to the surface. They go up to the surface. Splinter then tells them, it was in the first one. In the first one, Splinter told them don't be revealed, so they're not revealed. In this one, Splinter says they can be revealed. He said whatever Splinter said is what their blessing is. And then throughout the movie, they were doing the ninja thing.
They wasn't though.
Yes,
they really wasn't.
Yes, they were. When they snuck into the police office, they were doing a ninja thing. They were not seen.
That was the ninja thing they did. They snuck into police offices.
When they snuck in that, they were doing the ninja thing.
They ninja thing that, and then they also did the ninja thing in the beginning when they were scaling through the rooftops just to get to the basketball game. And then you had to sit through that stupid cameo with all the New York Knicks players and the Clipper players. We had to sit through that. Then we had to sit through all the other cameos. I had to sit through Tyler Perry. I had to sit through what's her name as April O'Neil. It was terrible. Trash.
And the term ninja does not mean don't be seen. That's not what ninja means. Either. That's not what a ninja.
But that was I don't care what ninja means. But for the Ninja Turtles, that was a thing. Not to be seen.
No, and that's not what the Ninja Turtles do either. Because even in this the original Ninja Turtles, they were seen. In the second Circle Turtle movie, they were seen.
And how did that movie end? And how did the movie end? Splinter said you told them to do flips because they were seen.
Yes,
exactly.
And that's
he asked them, "What did you seen?" They lied.
Yeah, and they lied. Yes, because they were teenagers. Because that's the teenager aspect.
Okay, but they still have to be ninjas.
They were still seen in the third movie. They were seen. They were more thought of as demons. They were thought of.
Yeah, but that was the thing. That's why they could be seen though, because everybody thought they were demons. No, they didn't. They fit in that timeline as demons, so they didn't have to worry about really being ninjas per se.
And in Turtles Forever, even in every Ninja Turtle, they are seen. And the ninja thing does not count. It just doesn't go for don't be seen by humans and everything.
Because if you don't, that was the thing.
If you do not listen to this, if you don't be seen, you don't get April. You don't get your POV character. You never get April.
I understand that. But remember, they didn't want to be seen by April because in the first movie, they shut off all the lights to save April, and then they left her there. They didn't want to be seen by April either. They just happened to meet April because Raphael had to save her. They didn't want to be seen by nobody.
They were still, and then Raphael was seen by Casey at the beginning. Also, Raphael was seen.
That was Raphael being not listening, being a bad ninja, just doing his own thing. That was Raphael being the rebel that he is. That's his character. Him being a rebel. That part was stupid anyway. Because they couldn't recognize him. They couldn't recognize a giant turtle in a little hat and a trench coat. Whatever. That was stupid in itself too.
That was from the cartoon. That's what they do. I don't see how that's stupid. And then he wasn't. And he was just trying to conceal himself because
okay, but you gotta realize we're not talking about two live action. So now.
Yeah, and in live action,
you're telling me
he was in a big old trench coat with a hat, and it was dark. And it's dark. It's dark.
He didn't have no pants on.
It's dark. We don't. It was a trench coat. We don't know if he had pants on or whatnot. You don't know.
See it. You can see it.
if you saw, if
he goes upside down and everything, you can see he does. He just has on a trench coat and a hat.
He didn't have pants on.
Yeah, I know he didn't have pants on.
All right, then.
Weird.
I get that, but I don't see. I honestly don't see your qualms over if they be seen, they're not ninjas.
That was their thing. That's how Splinter. That's how Splinter taught them not to be.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is not their thing.
They're ninjas. They work in the shadows. That's their thing.
And they do not work in the shadows. They don't work in the shadows. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They only come out because they have to fight.
No, they don't. Most of the time, they don't have to fight. They could just stay down in the sword. They don't have to fight. In all the movies, they didn't have to fight. They don't have to get involved, but they choose to get involved. The ninja thing is not just because they're not being seen. That's not what a ninja just does.
But for the Ninja Turtles, that's not
their thing. It is not their thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That is just not their thing.
What's their thing?
Their thing.
The reason they're seen is because they're teenagers and they're restless.
And
that's why they get involved all the time.
And that's what I was about. That's the whole point thing. That's the teenage thing.
So why did Splinter train them to be ninjas? What was the whole point for it?
Splinter taught them ninjutsu because he knew about the Shredder. That's the reason why they was taught ninjutsu. And then in later iterations in the comics, there actually were reincarnations of Splinter's sons, but that's another topic for another story. But they were taught ninjutsu because Splinter was worried about Shredder, because he knew Shredder was still out there, and they needed to have a way to defend themselves if they ever came across Shredder. Splinter was keeping them down there in the swords from the person, from society, and then you get the teenage aspect, and that's where the teenage aspect, and then they want to go see in the outside world everything. But Splinter never.
But they do that. They go to the outside and they do it as being ninjas, not seen. That's why they leave at night. They scale the rooftop. Splinter taught them not to be seen.
No, he did not. He did not just teach them.
Yes, he taught them more. Not to be seen at all. But Raphael brought April down to where they lived at because she was unconscious. And he couldn't just leave her there.
Yeah, he could. Because he already beat all the bad guys up. He already beat up the Foot. He beat up all the Foot. And the only reason why Raph even went out there
to get his side back.
He lost his side, which Leonardo told him it's a side. Just leave it, let it go.
But that's Raphael's character. Raphael doesn't listen to nobody. That's why he's the rebel.
Yes, he does. He listens to. He'll listen to if Splinter told him to leave Splinter, he would have listened to Splinter. He just has a thing with Leonardo because that's
Splinter told him to leave it alone. Splinter told him.
No, Splinter did not. Leonardo told him that. No, Leo told him that.
Raphael was like, I lost the side. I can get it back. And Splinter said it's gone.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Leo told him because Leo told him to let it go. Leo was the one, and then
Splinter said it is gone.
No, Splinter did not say it. Splinter said, Splinter. I honestly have to rewatch.
Go ahead, because I can't wait.
I'd have to rewatch it. But
go ahead. What number are we on? This video is getting too long.
We should be going on 2 and 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess everybody 2. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Goddamn ninja.
It's not my fault. You don't know what a ninja. What's your number 2?
Okay, I'm about to Google a ninja then, because maybe.
Well,
that was
if you really think about it.
That was the ninja part, though, for them not to be seen.
It's not the only thing, though. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to get through to you. It's not the only thing. I 100%. one of their things is not to be seen, but they're always seen.
I get
Always
that.
seen.
They were always seen.
And my thing is the fact that you're saying that Out of the Shadows is a trash movie because they were seen off of that merit, because they were seen. That mind boggles me. That kills me because I don't understand just off of that, because it defeats the purpose of the ninja thing. They are always seen in every iteration of the Ninja Turtles. Movies, comics, TV shows, they're always seen. Just because they are seen does not make them not ninjas. That's what I'm trying to get through.
They were seen. Out of the Shadows was trash because of that.
And the whole point of Out of the Shadows is it's called Out of the Shadow. So they're supposed to be seen.
No,
it's the whole point of the movie. It's them revealing themselves to the city. That's the whole point of the movie.
It was trash.
And Splendor did say our time down here is over. We need to go above ground.
It was trash.
And I mean, if you think about it, the Foot Clan is not good ninjas either. I mean, the whole city knew about the Foot Clan by name.
Well, they were a crime organization.
Yeah, they wasn't really. But
while they're being a crime organization, people don't know there are turtles down there. So the turtles were not being seen for a long time.
Yeah, only April knew.
Well,
April and then Casey Jones later on. They were known by two people.
My thing about it is, but the Foot, the thing of, I can't.
Known by two people.
I can't really say too much about it because it then gets into the cartoons and then the comics, because the Foot technically weren't ninjas. They weren't ninjas at all. In all honesty, the Foot weren't. Matter. But nobody actually knew about who was running the Foot. All the Foot was just another crime organization, kind of like the Purple Dragon. The Purple Dragons were an organization and gang at the same time. But the Foot, nobody also knew about the Shredder. That's the thing. And then the Turtles didn't even honestly know about the Foot until they started going up there. They didn't know who the Foot was or whatnot. But you're right. Arguing isn't gonna get us nowhere.
Yo,
going
they were known by two people, April and Casey. That's it.
In the originals, no. In the original, they were also known by the nephew or the son of the one place where April worked. They seen them. Kino seen the turtles. Yeah. The professor seen the turtles.
Okay. Well,
the professor knows the turtles. Kino knows the turtles. The pizza delivery guy has seen the turtles.
No, he has not. Yep. Technically, he didn't see who it was.
The pizza delivery guy knows.
Technically, they didn't know. He didn't know who was delivering the pizza to.
Anytime they beat up regular villains, anytime they beat up them, they see the turtles.
But they don't matter because they're the villain.
Or the
what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Go to the cops?
A regular beat up? Yeah, when those thugs was robbing that store, and whenever they question and they be like, "Yeah, I got beat up by a giant turtle." Of course, somebody's gonna think they're crazy, but he knows there's a giant turtle out there now.
But their thing was to stay concealed while trying to save everybody. Remember, that's why in TNT,
and that's not their thing. Their thing is not saving
whatever.
Everybody.
But that's what they do. But that's what they do. They go out and fight crime.
That's what they end up doing. Yes.
Okay. Oh, whatever. But even in an animated movie, when Leonardo was having his big speech to Raphael, why are you out here exposing us? You could get captured, and you're exposing our whole family because they're supposed to stay in the shadows.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. That's their thing. No, that was their thing.
That is not.
And then the 2016 movie comes out and wants to change all that.
No.
Even in Batman.
Okay, I got you.
Even in
All right,
Batman
number
versus
two.
Ninja
Number
Turtles.
two. My number two is the 1999 Turtles. The 1990 Turtles. That's my number two.
Yep. Me too.
And then my number one is TMNT, the animated one.
Yes.
That's my number one. Isaac, what's your number two and number one?
My number two is 1990, and my number one is TMNT.
Okay. And Noah, what is your number two and your?
My number two is Secret of the Ooze, and my number one is Turtles Forever.
All right. So to go ahead and speed this up, we are going to. I need y'all list. Just post y'all list so I can see them, and then we will vote from 8 to 1.
Oh shit! This is not gonna go well.
But while we are waiting on that, why is TMNT your movie, Isaac?
Because I liked where all the turtles were at the beginning. They were all, separated. Like Leo was in South Africa somewhere, or South America, wherever he was. Raph was doing his own vigilante thing. Donnie was an IT tech support. Mikey was a party character. What do you call it? Some party
He was a
character.
mascot type.
Yeah. And then when Leo comes home, he tries to whip them all back into shape, like he wasn't gone for an entire year without saying goodbye to them. He just left. And Donnie and
He was sent.
Donnie and Mikey seem like they're off in their own little world because they just kind of cohabitate. But Leo and Raph will always butt heads, and I don't think I've ever seen them butt heads as hard as they did in this movie, because Raph was like, "You don't get to leave for a year and then just come back."
Yeah.
And what did he say? And then expect us to fall in line like your little soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was right. Then Raphael proceeded to whoop that ass.
Yeah, sure. Okay. But yeah, that is one of the same reasons why everything you said why TMNT is my favorite. If I didn't rewatch it earlier, it probably would have been my number 3.
So it's your favorite because the Turtles was doing other stuff?
No, Noah, because it also picks up. It is the TMNT is supposed to be a pseudo sequel to the 1990 Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, and Turtles in Time. It's supposed to wrap up that, and it shows you what they were doing in between that time, and like how they grew out. They basically it almost is like they grew up and they grew out of the teenage part of the Turtles, and they went out to go do their own thing.
Yeah, like two out of 4 of them had jobs, paying jobs.
That's it though.
And I mean,
I like the lifestyle.
I like the story, especially how it came back full circle to show you about how family was the main thing. I like the voice acting. The voice acting was pitch perfect and everything. I like the fact that they showed Casey and April, and you saw them actually being a couple. You saw that. That was finally done. You saw Karai. Karai showed up. You don't even see Karai in the other movies. Karai showed up. They even foreshadowed Shredder was still alive somehow from Super Shredder, from the thing. There was just so much in that movie for me. So much in that movie to wrap up the first 3 movies. And I felt like, and this is one of the movies out of all of that should get a sequel. To me, it should get a sequel, which they were planned. They was supposed to get 2 more. They were supposed to get 2 more. It was supposed to be like because this was a pseudo reboot, a soft reboot to the Ninja Turtle franchise, and it was supposed to get 2. It was supposed to be a new trilogy because in the second one, Shredder was supposed to show up. Shredder was supposed to come back, and then in the third one, you get the Utrons and the Triceratrons and stuff like that. It gets weird in the third one, but the second one, Shredder was actually gonna show up. He was still messed up as a Super Shredder and all that, but there's that. But like TMNT, and then also, as much as I like the live action, I love animated stuff in general, and I liked how the turtles looked in animation in the animated form, and that's another reason why it didn't get the sequels that it did, because animated movies in general don't really do that good to the public because it's seen as kid stuff. Basically.
How did it do in the box office?
It didn't do that good in box.
It didn't.
No, but
look it up.
When it went on DVD and stuff, I think it did do relatively good.
I think it made up for not doing well in the theater.
But yeah. But why is Turtles Forever your favorite? Your number?
I just thought the overall package, just the overall package it brought as a Ninja Turtles movie. It had everything. That's about it. Cause I think that's the only one I can just
everything. What do you see?
That's probably the only Ninja Turtle movie I can rewatch. I liked the story. I had the action, the comedy. It was just good. I think the overall package. That's it.
All right. Well, let's go with these 8. We're gonna make this list for the N.W.A. I apologize. This is probably one of our longest ones for the second episode. I also apologize for us being angry black people. I'm sorry. Anyway,
that's why we're nerds with attitude.
Yeah, you're right.
Just living up to our name.
All right, so
we're doing it for you.
All right, number 8. Well, okay, number 8. I feel
it's all.
I feel Out of the Shadows probably should be. After hearing everybody thing and everything, at least Noah's, I still feel number 3 should be number 8, but you guys can outvote.
Yeah. I say let's go with number 3.
As 8?
Yeah.
Like Turtles in Time is number 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm sorry.
All right. And number 7, I would say 2014.
Out of the Shadows.
I would say 2014 one, not Out of the Shadows.
2014.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at everybody's list. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
2014?
Yeah, 2014.
Isaac?
Yep.
All right.
When you compare the Michael Bay ones, they're just... Oh, the other ones are just bad.
All right. Number 6.
Out of the Shadows.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't agree.
The Michael Bay, they could have been so much better.
It's either Out of the Shadows or Turtles Forever.
Nah, bro, Out of the Shadows.
But I'll cut you off, Isaac. Say what you do.
I think in keeping Turtles Forever higher up in the list, I would be okay with Out of the Shadows being number 6.
All right. Out of the Shadows. trash movie because they weren't ninjas.
No, that was not my own.
All right, number 5. What is our number 5?
I say Turtles Forever.
I'm looking at the list. I'm looking at everybody's list. I would say that too.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
I wouldn't be against it if it was something else, like maybe Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah, go ahead. Turtles Forever.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine. I just that movie had me dying laughing.
Comedy is subjective.
You saying it wasn't funny?
Number 4. I mean, it had funny moments.
So, what was that statement? If you thought it was funny,
you said it had it. You said it had you rolling. Like I'm thinking,
yeah,
the whole movie had you rolling. Comedy is subjective. Anyway,
but you thought it was funny too, though.
I said moment. I'm not, and I also didn't say it. But we're not finna get into this. Number 4.
I don't know. The 1991. Is he the Secret of the Ooze in the 1990s?
Isaac.
I'm alright with Secret of the Ooze being number 4.
Oh, that was your worst.
Yeah, that was my number 8, but that's okay.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, man.
Man, go rewatch that movie.
I know, right? Like, please.
See how.
Fine, I'll watch it tonight for you guys.
I feel like I don't believe you. I hear that sarcasm.
I'm looking at it right now. I have the disc in my hand.
All right. We're going at the top 3. Number 3.
Probably
Batman.
Man, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Batman.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say the 1990s.
Oh shit. I forgot about that one. I thought we listed that one.
Nope, not yet. But if everybody agreeing on Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman is fine.
Yeah, I guess Batman.
Yeah.
And Joker and his super chin, I guess.
I guess. Number 2 is it's between TMNT and the original, the first 1990s movie.
It's between TMNT the 1990 movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
TMNT is 2.
2.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can budge on this one, man.
TMNT is 2. I like it.
TMNT is number 1.
I don't dislike TMNT at all. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The 90s version can be 2. TMNT can be 1.
I can't believe you guys are making me watch this movie.
You don't gotta watch it. That's fine.
Oh wow! I forgot his chin was like that for real.
I told you. I'm gonna put it in the video so how big his chin was.
So, all right, 1990s is number 2, and then TMNT is number 1. Great, it's just my list. All right, cool. All right.
I changed my mind.
Too late.
No, who edits the video? It's going.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this very passionate Ninja Turtle listing movies. We'll catch you in the next one, and we're gonna sign you off. Noah,
What's up? No, I'm gonna edit this out. No, just do the outro.
Noah's say goodbye to the people.
Yo, peace out. My new album, Hot Pockets, freshly baked, is coming out soon. N.W.A. for life.
Isaac.
Y'all have fun with whatever you're doing. Cowabunga dudes.
And thank you again for listening. Ninja, vanish! Thanks for listening. If you made it this far in the video, I tip my hat to you, you beautiful, wonderful nerd. If you have 2 cents to put in, drop that junk down into the comment section below. If you enjoyed our little chat, hit that like button. And finally, if you would like to support the N.W.A, the Nerds with Attitude, the best way to do that is to hit that subscribe button up there. We will greatly appreciate that. Thanks again, and always remember, show your attitude, you wonderful, beautiful nerd. Deuces!